gotta see him. Like he got a big booty. Like that's part of the reason I wanted to fight him. He's thick. Like he's super thick. I wanted to grip them cheeks low key when I first saw them.
What's going on, y'all? Micah here, and I'm going back with another breakdown. This time it's the Jake and Tyron Woodley face to face. Because I looked at the open workouts and it wasn't really hitting for shit to me, man. I couldn't really grab nothing out of it. It was gonna be a pretty useless video, to be honest. But I felt like the face to face had a couple blammers and one-liners that we could look at and laugh at. And let's see what we think, man. Also, man, go on and like, comment, subscribe, and let me know who you think is gonna win the fight tomorrow.
All right, welcome to MVP face to face. That's Jake Paul. That's Tyron Woodley. I'm Ariel Helwani. Of course, we're here for the mega event this Sunday night, available globally via Showtime pay-per-view. Shout out to the good folks over at Barstool Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of this great event. Here's the head. All right, guys, let's get to it. Jake, do you think Tyron Woodley respects you?
No.
I don't think he does. I don't think he respects me at all. He called me a clown yesterday, and that really hurt my feelings.
Why is he acting like he's the Joker or something? I don't think he respects me at all. He called me a clown yesterday, and it hurt my feelings. Why is he talking like that? Why is he acting like he's this spaced out crazy man, bro? Shut up. Let's keep going.
I think you're being facetious.
I'm hot, I will.
Right, being facetious.
Do you think he respects you as a fighter?
I don't think he does. I think
Nobody should.
he has underestimated me and my ability. But I think deep down, I see him breathing right now. I see it through his shirt. His heart rate is sky high right now. I think deep down he knows what's coming, but he doesn't want to face that. And he's trying to convince himself, oh, this kid's not that good, this kid's not that good. But he knows, deep down, his coaches know. GT knows. He knows what I'm made of, and I think he knows what's coming. 2 days from now, I see it. You're afraid. Your back's up against the wall. You're like a dog in a cage, scared. Lashing out like you did yesterday. Emotion. You're trying to pull it together, but you've never been on this big of a stage at all. The pressure's cracking you.
The funny thing is that Tyron's just literally just sitting there just looking at him like, and he's not moving at all. That's what's making it funny to me.
So I think, to answer your question, he doesn't respect me. But I think deep down, he knows that he has to respect me. That's where the confusion comes from. You're going to see that on Sunday when he gets hit with that first jab. He's going to break him.
With the Ray Charles head movement.
I couldn't even interrupt. He practiced that fucking monologue all morning. He had it down to a T. He had his motions in there. He had his little segues. So I wanted to let him get that off. He's using his acting chops. But at the end of the day, I really don't have anything to say about it. I'm here to fight. I already said what I need to say. Let me finish. Let a man talk. Child, quiet, silence. So at the end of the day, what he's saying is malarkey. Everything he's saying the stage is practice. It's rehearsed. He's been in the mirror. This is all a game to him. It's a bucket list that if he happens to do it, ooh, I did it. No, this ain't a game to me. When you call this a career, dude, don't ever fucking refer to what you've done so far as a career. It's disrespect to every motherfucker that's put in real work, real time, 16, 17 years in the pain of a career. That's what this is. So, do I respect him? I respect anybody that's on the dotted line. Everybody got a chance to land a lucky one. So I've trained as if I'm fighting the very best, the most elite, and I'm prepared to walk in there against anybody. So I really don't have much to say. Like, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Well, he said you.
Yeah, I want to piggyback off of that. That's funny. He brought the Marshawn Lynch line out, man. But yeah, man, what he said about them kind of just waltzing in, like boxing is just a play sport, man. Like you could just go from YouTube today and go boxing tomorrow, and then y'all act like y'all are just like the top guys, and y'all do all this, do all that. Like bro, like that's a lot of fighters are not really respecting. I think that's the gripe that a lot of fighters have with Jake Paul and Logan Paul, is that they just think that boxing is just something you can just walk in the park. And then Jake Paul's only had 4 years experience. He should be in the amateurs right now, but he's out here he's taking the money. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say he's taking the money, but I mean, he's getting more money than people that's been putting in work for 10 years or plus, you know? So I think that's the gripe that everybody has with him. It's just like, I don't know, just like, you're not really one of us, bro. I don't think he's one of us.
Been on a stage like this before. You fought at Madison Square Garden.
I let that happen because it was just such a dope ass. I gotta give you a props. It was a dope ass monologue. I mean, if I was watching a movie and somebody was doing that shit, I'm like, damn,
right.
It's kind of creepy. Oh, he's a bad guy. Oh, he's a heel.
So when you sit here,
right.
You have fought at MSG and you have fought Robbie Lawler and Wonder Boy Thompson and all these legends, etc., and you see Jake Paul with 3 pro fights say this about you. Yeah. What goes on in your body? What's going on in your mind when you're listening to this?
I mean, the same thing that everybody else hears when they hear it. You can look. I mean, if you have any access to any smart device, internet, you can go and Google it. You can look it up. You can do a search for it. So
search for what?
It doesn't greatness. You won't find your name near that. so at the end of the day,
this is the biggest payday of your life.
At the end of the day, what I think is it's an act, and people before allowed that to get to them, get underneath their skin, and really take them off focus and really take it lightly. And I just chose not to partake in it. I didn't watch all the social media malarkey and going back and forth with the fucking memes and all that. Right. He's a child. And
that's real, man. When you've been on a fight circuit for a little while, and you've kind of seen a little bit of everybody. You see the little guy that's running around here with the meme mug on, but he can't fight. He gets knocked out in the first round. You see the guy acting like he's crazy and retarded. He gets knocked out the first round. A lot of that stuff is just a facade to make you seem like these guys are just unhinged or a little bit thrown off. But it's not the case, man. I feel like Jake Paul's on the same thing, and all these other guys they were essentially rookies too. Nate Robinson, just a basketball player coming in there in the box. Who else did he fight? Some random YouTube guy. Ben Askren didn't really let the mind games get to him, but he did get beat up because Ben Askren is not a boxer or striker. First off, he is primarily a wrestler and grappler. He was elite at that, but when it comes to boxing, he's like trash, garbage, extreme garbage. And then I think he also came off of a hip surgery. He was like 30 or 40 pounds overweight. So Jake was just picking on the easy pickings right there, man. This is a big step up from Ben Askren to Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley actually does have a little bit of hands. Even if he's not the best boxer, he does have a little bit of hands, and he does have a crazy right hand, overhand right. So we'll see if he puts that thing to use tomorrow.
And sometimes the child got to get their ass spanked and learn a lesson, and that's what's going to happen on Sunday.
Jake, you said you chose Tyron as your next opponent.
Yeah, his nickname is the Chosen One.
Right. Why did you choose him?
He's the perfect body to add content to my highlight reel. He fits the part. He's buff. He's got the belts, the name, the pay-per-view sellability. He acts like a gangster. When shit goes down, he creates altercations.
I create altercations?
Right, you called it yesterday.
Thursday press conference?
That is one thing I'm referring to, yeah.
But he caused that. You were talking trash to his mom. What do you think was going to happen, idiot? Let's go.
Some would say that was as a result of things said by your team. How did he create that?
I think he created by saying he was going to beat someone up on my team.
Did things change after Thursday? Did it become more personal? Your mom got involved.
It was already personal when he signed the dotted line.
Why was it personal?
I was already on 100 from jump. It was nothing that could have happened yesterday.
Because I knocked out your friend?
No, it's because you signed a contract.
So you didn't care that I knocked out your friend?
In your mind, you thought. You
didn't care that I knocked out your friend?
Me. He tries. My mind is a fucking fortress, bro. I don't let words and I don't let emotions get involved with me. Yeah.
So what happened in the last couple of fights you had?
What happened to your last couple of fights? What happened to the last couple of world titles you fought? What happened to the last couple of greatest you fought?
I'm 4-0
You fought against a YouTuber, a basketball player, and my dog Ben Askren, who's not even really technically known for striking, that was retired. Am I right or wrong?
Got you stumbling. Got you heated there, didn't
I had you stumbling the whole time. Stuttering the whole time. Unsure the whole time.
You're so mad right now.
I'm not mad. I'm really just want to get this shit over with so I can go and fucking eat some food and lay down and watch some Netflix. To be honest.
You said recently that, you put out this picture and you're like, look what I was doing 5 years ago, look what he was doing 5 years ago. He was winning UFC welterweight title. I was in high school or maybe just out of high school.
Middle school.
Is it surreal for you to be sitting in front of arguably...
One of your idols? Somebody you played on a UFC video game?
Never
Somebody you
played
was
that
a
game.
fan of? I got receipts and
Go
videos.
off, daddy.
I got receipts and
Tell us
videos of
all.
you being
Brag,
a fan.
daddy. Brag.
What?
Yep.
What? Go off, daddy. What?
Is that it? Where are the rest of your accolades?
I don't need accolades.
Because none of that.
I'm certified.
None of that's helping you today.
I'm
'cause
certified.
You did all of those things, but still ended up broke somehow.
Whoa.
This dude funny. This dude hilarious.
Is it surreal for you to be fighting a
Appreciate
guy?
that.
Like,
Is it surreal for you to be fighting me?
Not at all.
How's it feel?
You're a speed bump.
How's it feel?
It feels like, when you're in a car
Speed is what you're
and
going
you
to
go
see.
over a
Bumps
speed
is
bump
what you're going to have when you leave out of the
and you go over a speed
ring.
bump, that's how it feels. It's like, oh, that was definitely a speed
You're
bump.
going to see speed.
I had to slow down to go over that bump, but
Speaking of
went
bumps,
right over it.
those little bumps you had on your face kind of alarmed me. You wouldn't be having to take PEDs, are you?
Listen, if you want to build in excuses right now,
No, I'm just
go
asking.
ahead.
Because I was just wondering. I
Go
looked at
ahead.
your face. It looked kind of silly. You had some rage and you acting all unorthodox. Those are signs of the PEDs.
I'm enraged.
What y'all think, man? Before the fight undergoes shit, man. Before the fight takes place, man. What y'all think? Y'all think Jake Paul's on PEDs, or do y'all think he just got a bumpy face because he don't clean himself up? Which one is it? Y'all know these folks out here talking about some. Yeah, I don't take showers. He might be one of them. Let's go.
I'm not enraged at all.
Are you taking PEDs?
No, sir.
Not at all. Okay.
No, sir.
He kind of paused
We're
a
getting
little
drug
bit.
tested.
You got a couple of people in your camp that you might want to evaluate. See how
are
solid
we
they
getting?
are.
Are we getting drug tested? Or are we not?
people have accused you of that in the past.
Yeah, I think they're building excuses. I love it. I look
I
at
don't
it
need
as a
excuses. I
compliment.
beat a lot of people on steroids, so I take it as flattering that you feel like you got to take an extra supplement to raise your level to where I'm at.
Do you think
what
he's
I
on
feel like.
PEDs?
I don't care. You can be on horse tranquilizer steroids. You can get a whole new body from Walmart. You still getting slept.
Not Walmart.
Speaking of
though.
accusations, after the Askren fight, a lot of people, including UFC President Dana White, insinuated he took a dive. And now people are saying, oh, is Tyron going to take a dive? Is
He
he going
didn't
to
take a dive. He got hit with a fucking punch.
insinuated? I don't believe it,
Oh,
but it has
he
been
got-
said.
He got hit. I
which
couldn't
is
even
very
really see it. I was behind the upright. But yeah, he got hit with a punch. He didn't take a dive. And no fighter takes dive. That's the silliest thing. Like, maybe back in the 1920s. But what person going to say, okay, I'm going to let you hit me with a punch and knock me unconscious for money? I'm not.
Well, that's what you're doing.
Do you think he's
You're-
So you're saying I'm taking a dive. You're
No.
paying me to lose.
No, I'm saying
Sounds
that you're
stupid,
going to get
dude.
hit
Listen
with
to
a
the
punch.
question. Am I taking
You're
a
going to get
dive?
hit with a punch
Just said no.
and go down to the canvas regardless.
Oh my God.
You think he's going to look for a way out? People said
Sometimes
Askren.
I
He's
feel
going to
like-
quit in the corner.
I feel like you make me you bring my IQ down when I sit across from him. Really.
He said
I feel like I
he's-
need to read a book when I leave here.
He said he thinks that you're going to quit in the corner. Have you ever quit in a corner before?
This dude is a joke.
Well, my reasoning behind that is
You have no reasoning. You have no experience. You have no career. This is a bucket list that you turn into a career, G.
so you just said I didn't have a career.
Yeah, bro. This reminds me of this dude that he's out here. He's actually here from Atlanta. He actually said straight up he was doing it for bucket list, but it's still lame, bro. You still masquerade as a fighter and everything, but you're not really, bro. You're not really a fighter. You fight Jays and folks that work at McDonald's, and then you can't even get them out of there in a timely manner, and you acting like you that guy. And you gonna probably run around here when we get old, acting like you was the guy and stuff. Like, yeah, man, I went 10-0, bro. We saw who you fought, bro. I beat you up in sparring. Stop playing. And that's what Jake Paul is like to me, man. He's a bucket list guy.
And you just said there was a bucket list that I turned into a career. So
Yeah,
which one is it?
It's the same shit. It's
Got
the
it.
same exact thing, G.
Got it. That made
Same
sense.
thing.
That for
You
sure.
did it
made
for
sense.
shits and giggles against another YouTuber. No, shit, that was
and-
fun.
and
Let me
your-
do it again.
and your
Oh, let's
best-
do it again.
and your best
Oh,
friend.
let's do it again.
And then oops.
That don't
became-
bother me, dude. People lose in this fucking sport. You know how many dogs I walked out there where they got slept, cut, knocked out, disabled, leg strike. Yeah, it's a part of our sport, G.
Not,
Our sport.
Not if you want
Part
to
of
be the best.
our sport.
Not if you want
Part
to be
of
the
our
best.
sport. You're not included in that.
What sport is that?
Combat sports, real sports.
Oh, so I'm not included in
I'm
that.
finna be included into a highlight reel.
God.
Fire ass beat called Let's Go Big. Make sure y'all download that too.
You're rapping. How's the
Let's Go
rapping?
Big. Me and OT Genesis.
How's the rapping going, by the way?
I'm gonna listen to that.
I got a phenomenal project. OT Genesis and I put out a track. Let's Go Big today. Drop. That shit's nuts. Make sure y'all go and download.
40-year-old
We finna go
rapper.
deal.
40-year-old
Is it though?
rapper.
Yeah, my biological age stopped me from having experience of being rich, of being broke, of being the street guy, of being everything. Yeah, I can communicate. I can use artistry to talk.
Just sort of.
What you're doing is, what are you wearing? It's
like-
embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
like
You got on
you're
5 necklaces. You ain't Nipsey Hussle.
Uh-oh.
How many people in your neighborhood dress like that?
Uh-oh.
You
How
act
many
like you're
people
from
in your
the
neighborhood
streets.
dress like that?
You act like you're from the
Uh-oh.
I'm
streets.
from Ferguson, Missouri, the
Really?
murder capital of the world.
Really?
Where are you talking
Tyrone
about?
Woodley, the
Where are you
softest thing
from?
from Missouri.
Where are you from?
Tyrone Woodley, the
How
softest
many
thing
people in your
from
neighborhood
Missouri.
dress like that? Tell
You're
me.
so tough.
How many people were bust down
Let me ask
Cuban
you a
links?
question. Since you're
Answer
so
my
gangster.
question.
How many people in this neighborhood dress like that? Come on, Jay, answer the question, you little culture vulture. You know you ain't. You know you done got caught up, man. That's why you're stuttering and saying whatever you're saying, because you know you got caught up.
Since you're so
I'm from
gangster.
Ferguson. I answer. How many people in your neighborhood
Yeah.
dress like you? How many rap videos have you watched?
Ha! He was in that thing studying.
That's what I am. I lived it. They're rapping about my lifestyle. You a fucking joke, and you trying to vulture from it.
Since you're
And
so
come Sunday, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get hit with a whole bunch of culture, and your whole jawline gonna shed that long jawline, probably from PEDs.
since
Ooh.
you're
You
so
froze.
gangster. Since you're so gangster.
I don't have to be gangster.
How come you
G.
didn't do shit yesterday?
I don't have to be gangster.
When
I don't
people
have
were
to be
insulting
gangster.
your mom.
I don't have to be gangster. You should check your dogs on that on the same token.
Well, for
Women-
You can tell Tyron's got Jake off his square because the way Jake is like leaning up like, huh, well, what about your mom? Yeah. What about your rap career? He start kind of trying to attack other stuff, personal stuff, and Tyron's still talking about the boxing and stuff. I mean, Tyron went a little bit more personal when he started talking about the culture vulture thing, but it was necessary. Jake, you're a culture vulture. If you want to be a buck, you want to keep it a buck, you're a culture vulture. Let's go.
Women's
sounds like-
Appreciation Day, but you allow your teammates.
Ferguson
and your
sounds like a
disrespect
pretty
somebody's
gangster
mom.
place. What do you
Miss
say?
Paul would never.
I'm from Ferguson. Good.
Miss Paul would never.
You can tell he don't know nothing about nothing, man. Because Ferguson is where that one little boy, Mike Brown, rest in peace, and that's where he got shot by the cops because they was out there being racist. But I guess Ferguson is pretty dangerous. I know St. Louis or Missouri in general is like the murder capital of the whole United States. So I guess Ferguson's not too far behind. I don't know how close proximity that is. If you do, let me know.
Hear a word out of my mouth. If my
Ferguson, by the
cornermen, my guys, my
Missouri.
coaches ever made mention to anything to your mom, I would have checked their ass on the spot.
Here's the thing.
That's the difference
But
between me and you.
that-
I'm
keep
solid.
on saying,
You're not.
you keep on saying
you like
you're gonna do
diarrhea,
it.
dog. You real loose.
You,
You real loose. You a goofy.
you keep on saying you're gonna
You
do all this stuff, and you never
You
did
corny,
it.
dog. You corny. You a lame.
Why are you so mad?
I'm not. I'm
You're all
I'm
messed up.
just telling you the truth. Nobody back there is selling it to you.
Well,
They walking around
truth.
dancing and shit like a video.
Right.
You corny, dog.
The truth
And
is,
you a whole corny, lame goofball.
The truth is
and your
that-
niggas won't even tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
The truth
I'm
is-
helping you out. Clear your circle out. Get some reels around you. You see those dudes right over there?
you don't even have a team.
Let me do something crazy. Watch me
You don't
do.
even
They
have
gonna
it.
pull me to the side. They gonna check me.
Well, you had the opportunity to do something yesterday, and you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't have to do nothing.
Yeah, but
I bet you it won't happen again.
It'll
I
happen.
bet that.
It'll happen
I
if
bet
you want it to
that.
happen
I
again.
bet that.
You wouldn't do shit.
I
You
bet
said, I'm gonna
that.
shake this whole place up.
I
Then
bet
you just
that. I
cried like a
will.
little girl.
Let it happen again. I bet you I will.
You just cried like a little girl.
Yeah, you can
said,
try.
"Oh, I'm
You can
gonna
try.
beat you up."
We can do it. We can build the fight. We can talk the shenanigans. You can say whatever. That don't bother me. But when you talk
Seem
about real
bothered.
shit, we'll see what happens.
You seem bothered.
Yeah, I'm not bothered by it. I know what I need to know.
If you're a rapper, can I hear you freestyle?
Are you not in the driver's seat, my dog? You can
I'm
do
just
shit. You
asking
can
the
go
question.
download my song. Get on your phone, download it. Open up your phone right now.
You have-
Open up your phone right now
You
and
have-
go to YouTube and look up Go Big and put it on the table and let's play it.
I'd rather not.
Today, Junior. Yeah.
But if you're a rapper,
All right,
I'd love
Ariel.
to hear you freestyle.
I know you like this, but you got some more questions.
Can you
By the way,
freestyle
shout out to
since
Billy
you're a rapper?
Madison. That was a Billy Madison reference right there. Yeah. you have done a lot in terms of
So
bringing.
you can't freestyle for us?
I don't freestyle. That's for free. I put my shit on wax.
Most rappers freestyle if they're actually about this shit. This is
Because
an opportunity to show the world your skill.
Because you study it so well.
Right.
Got your dunks on, got your little drip gear.
This is your opportunity to show the
Study it
world
so well.
that how skilled you are.
My opportunity to
as a
show the world is
musician.
dropping my fucking song that came
Your
out
mom
today.
fell asleep while you were in the studio.
Let's go.
Your mom fell asleep while you were in the studio.
I would
making
too if it was
music.
5 or 6 in the morning. Sometimes that's where you create the most value. What's the question you
Jake,
have?
I'm curious. You brought a lot of attention to fighter
So
pay.
you were up at 5 to 6 a.m. while training for a fight, but you're at the studio instead of training?
You probably was playing Call of Duty or Fortnite.
Yeah.
Playing grab ass with your
I have a venture capital fund.
making your pom
I have a
poms.
venture capital fund that we
And designing your
invest
outfits.
tens of millions of dollars.
Designing your outfits.
I do business.
Last time that came out, Beyonce, the Killer Bees. This time I don't know what they're gonna do. Look like fucking
Let me ask you
pumpkins.
about fighter pay because you've done a lot in terms of bringing attention to fighter pay, not only in boxing but in MMA as well. On Wednesday, he was asked about this, and you referred to it as the fake Paul Fund, that you don't truly care about this sort of thing, that you're just putting on an act caring about fighter pay. Do you want to respond to that?
Yeah, I mean, ask any fighter on the card. This is all their biggest payday of their careers by far. Ask Amanda Serrano. Ask Charles Conwell. Ask Tyron Woodley.
That's
You know,
these nuts.
Four times as big of a payday as he's ever gotten. So for him to go out and say that, it's, it's a little disrespectful, but I get it, He's just coming up with any insult he can. It's part of the game. However, I do really care. I want to create a fighters union, if possible. I've talked to Nikisa about it. It's going to be really difficult to do. But if the fighters can create a union and all band together, we can all increase the pay. These young kids are getting locked up into contracts, boxing promoter contracts, and it's not cool.
All right, Jake, that's probably the best thing you said this whole little interview, man. I can appreciate you looking out for the guys who's been actually working hard and not getting paid right for it. So I'll give Jake a standing ovation for that one. Let's keep going.
Anyone? You don't believe it?
I mean, I'm all about everybody getting a bag.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, I know what it takes to get it done. And it's no unification. Fighters aren't unified. They aren't coming together. They're doing what me and him are doing.
Right.
So how the fuck you think we're gonna kumbaya after this? No, I'm gonna want to beat your ass again.
Right.
So how do we unionize? It's a good effort if it's genuine, but I know what it takes to get it done. We've talked about this.
I think it shows how uneducated you are or delusional you are to go out and say that I don't care about fighter pay when I
I don't
give you
even
the
know
biggest
you, bro.
payday
I
of
don't
your
even care
life.
what you care about. All I know is you getting your ass whooped on Sunday.
should.
Why are we talking about that?
You should care about what I care about.
Why? I care about fighters.
Keep
man.
your friends close, keep your enemies closer. I know everything about you.
That's fine, man. I'm an open book. Fuck. I don't hide shit.
How much do you expect to weigh on Sunday?
Shit. I don't know. I ain't thought about that.
This is a bigger weight class than you're used
I'm
to.
so thankful, man.
How much do you expect to weigh on Sunday?
I will be weighing 190 pounds.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
The fight?
The weigh-in. I mean, how much?
How much you expect to gain between weighing?
Maybe 4 pounds.
That's it.
194 maybe.
Do you think you will have a considerable? Some people have said, "Oh, of course you want to fight Tyron Woodley. He's a welterweight. He's a 170 pounder. You're a 190. You can walk around at 200." Is that a fair criticism, or do you think that the weight will actually be equal?
The way I see him, like he got a big booty. Like that's part of
What?
the reason I wanted to fight him.
Oh.
He's thick. Like he's super thick. I wanted to grip them cheeks low key when I first saw him.
Oh, see?
Bro, what?
He definitely walks around at
You see
200.
what I'm talking about?
What?
But that's one thing I wanted to ask y'all about. What do y'all think about this new weight? Tyron normally fights at 170. This time he's fighting, I guess they're doing 190, a catch weight or something like that. I don't know, no 190 class. I thought it was 185 cruiserweight, and then you go up to heavyweight at 200, and then you go above that, it's super heavyweight. But yeah, man, what do y'all think about that? Y'all think Tyron's going to have an advantage because he didn't have to walk around trying to cut weight the whole time? Because y'all know, man, everybody who's fought knows, man, that weight cut is the worst part of the fighting. It's not the training or nothing like that. It's the weight cut. You can't eat. You got to starve yourself. You can't drink. That's terrible. And also, what do y'all think about Jake Paul, man? They said he walks around at 200. Will he have an advantage? Let me know what y'all think.
That makes a lot of sense.
You want to know what's funny, bro?
Like a damn airplane.
You want to know what's funny is that this is a face-to-face, but I asked them if we could do a butt-to-butt, but they didn't let that happen.
Bro, what?
Do you think there'll be a size advantage on
He's taller.
Sunday?
He's taller, but I think he's about the same weight.
Okay. How do you feel about the height?
I fought a lot of tall guys. Nobody's ever been my height besides like Koshek, one or two.
All right, overhand right all day, man. I'm gonna end the video right there, man, since he talking about all that touch butt stuff and everything. But if you want to watch the rest of the video, I'll link it down in the description, man. What you guys think about that whole thing? Who do you have tomorrow for the win? And so forth and so on, man. But yeah, that's it. Y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all next time.